friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mars, which on June 27th is going to be entering its own Mool Trikona sign of Aries, and during this year, it is going to get conjunct with Rahu as well in the transit. So now friends, as you know this thing that the transit of Mars is very important because it gives us this information in which specific area of life our energies are going to get concentrated. But friends, when we talk from the Rahu's perspective, it is a matter of concern because Rahu is the significator of mental turmoil. Rahu is a significator of illusion. So in extreme cases, driven by your mental agitation, it can also drive you. It can also drive and influence or distort the energies of Mars towards some wrong, aggressive, willful action, which later on could become a matter of your regret as well. But friends, just because this transit conjunction generally takes place after every 18 years when Mars and Rahu get conjunct in the Aries sign. So if you will even look back the events which took place in the year 2004. So not only the world witnessed some sort of grave concerns of earthquakes and political instability, which could happen this year as well. But over and above that, because Rahu is also the significator of innovation of technology as well. So trust me, that was the same year, the same time when NASA's exploration of finding the concrete evidence of the potential life on the planet Mars. So that mission got some very positive development during that same time when Mars was conjunct with Rahu in the transit. So definitely friends, it has got some vulnerable area, dark areas attached to it, and it has also got some positive aspect to it. So let's say for example, if Mars is a dignified planet for you, you being a Aries Lagna, you being a Scorpio Lagna, or a Cancer or a Leo Lagna, where Mars becomes a Yokarka planet for you. And Mars has always worked in a very benefic way in your life, like you have never witnessed any serious grave concerns regarding your relationship with your brothers, or you have always benefited in the matters of the property dealings and all of that, and you're also going through some good positive healthy dashas as well. So trust me friends, good results can be anticipated during this time. And also friends, the only matter of concern is that till July 12th, when Saturn is going to be retrograde, but in the Aquarius sign. Because friends, you have to understand this thing that whenever we have to judge any of the behavior or outcome from the Rahu, not only we have to give attention in which sign, in which house Rahu is placed, but over and above that, we have to individually look at the Aquarius sign as well, because the co-rulership of the Aquarius, apart from the planet Saturn, goes to the Rahu as well. So till the time Saturn is going to be retrograde in the Aquarius sign, it is going to be aspecting with its third aspect to the Aries sign. So that could be a time when the restraint or regarding some important constructive decision making or positive development, Saturn might pose some sort of restraint over there. But after that, the free flow of the energy will start manifesting, where basis Mars's role in your chart, basis the kind of dashas you are running, good results can be anticipated. So this is something friends which I wanted to say. Now we will jump straight away to the customized results for all the rising signs. So now friends, starting first with the Aries rising people. So trust me friends, in your case, Mars is your ascendant lord and it is going to be entering right over there in your first house. And even friends, if you will look at the way planets are behaving right now in the transit, planets are actually right now on the verge of being dignified in their own zodiac signs only. So majority of the planets are dignified, and over and above that, your first house getting empowered can be seen as a very good sign. Now friends, again, this transit has got a very good material, economic, beneficial side attached to it. Trust me, if you're connected with politics, you're connected with any top management leadership role, you're a realtor and all of that, so all those people can straight away get benefited. Your confidence, your decision making is going to be all-time high. The only concern is that regarding the matters of impulse, aggression, you have to control yourself. You might also start feeling headache and a lot of pressure coming on your head and all of that. But over and above that friends, when we talk about from the material side of this transit, so all the Aries Lagna people can actually get benefited because of the entry of their ascendant lord coming right over there in your first house and getting conjunct with Rahu. Now friends, different people have different connotation for Rahu's role in the Aries, but basis your Lagna, and even if we have have to look at the co-rulership of the Aquarius sign. Like in your Lagna, Rahu has got the co-rulership of the 11th house, which is the house of your gains. So over and above that, Rahu actually is a kind of a benefic planet only for you people, and over and above that, in the transit it is actually in a very dignified state. Just control your aggression, impulse, and headstrongness only if you can work on that, or if that is not getting qualified in your case, like your personality is not like that, then trust me, some good positive concrete development can be expected during this stay of your ascendant lord right over there in your first house. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Taurus rising people. So now friends, in your case, Mars has got the rulership of your 12th house and the 7th house, and in the transit Mars is going to be entering right over there in your 12th house. So definitely friends, if you are connected with the foreign land, because Rahu is also a significator of foreign countries and foreign people, so I would say that all those people can get benefited who are right now working in the direction of the 12th house related matters. Any of the concerns of foreign overseas travel, overseas settlement, import export nature of work, yoga, meditation, spirituality, so all those people can definitely get benefited. But friends, when we talk about, because Mars is a planet of like aggression, Rahu is a planet of treachery, deception, illusion, so I would say that the deception is definitely going to be all time high. So you have to be very cautious with your actions, with your public dealings, with your speech. You should not be acting, or you should not be doing anything which is very ambiguous, or which could give very misleading impression out of your personality. Third thing is that friends, I will be very honest with you, your enemies or the hidden enemies are going to be very strong during this time. So let's say for example, if you're already going through some sort of lawsuit, some sort of litigation related concerns and all of that, so you have to remain very cautious that whatsoever moves you are going to plan, whether is it straight away going to benefit you or not. And over and above that friends, like the way I have already mentioned this thing, that for people working in the fields of exploration, research and all of that, those people can still get benefited. And I would also say this thing, that try not to be very judgmental or very quick to come to any conclusion in the matters of your relationship, because Mars has got the rulership of your 7th house as well, and your 7th house lord being conjunct with the planet of illusion, being empowered in the 12th house, is all about creating things in your own mind. Your partner might not have done something wrong, but you have created whole castles, whole story, whole epic in your own mind regarding the personality, regarding the doings or actions of your partner. So even in the matters of relationship, you have to remain very transparent and try to avoid any sort of conflict, because it might escalate during this time. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Gemini rising people. So now friends, in your case, although Mars is not a very auspicious planet for you guys, because it has got the rulership of your 6th house as well, but in the transit Mars is going to enter your 11th house and it's going to get conjunct with Rahu. So trust me friends, for the generation of any opportunity, some financial gain perspective, specifically on the material level, this transit is going to work out a lot in your favor. Also friends, for all those people who are service professional, for all those people who are about to appear in any competitive exam during this time, during this span of Mars transiting from your 11th house getting conjunct with Rahu, some big opportunity, some recognition can actually get bestowed upon you because of the transit of Mars in your 11th house. So definitely friends, as much as you can network, you can socialize during this time, the better it is going to be for you, because in the transit energy is actually taking place in a way that, because your ascendant lord, all the friends of your ascendant lord as well, Venus, Saturn, they all are in best of their dignity. And over and above that, a planet of energy, drive, churning up, triggering up energy in your 11th house of opportunity of supplementary income, I would say it is a very auspicious time which you are moving forward to. So if you are in that stage of your life where you are associated with some projects, or you are chasing some important people for any of your tasks, any of your business related dealings and all of that, so the energy of this transit is going to work out a lot in your favor for all the Gemini rising people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Cancer rising people. So now friends, in your case, Mars becomes a Yog Karaka planet for you guys, and its transit, its entry in the 10th house and its conjunction with Rahu is definitely going to create some very sudden, unpredictable developments at your professional front. So obviously friends, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in any way, whether you are connected with the fields of art, entertainment, media, creativity, or you are still a student and all of that. So all of your hard work is definitely going to generate some very positive results. Now the good part over here is that friends, because Mars is in itself is a planet of courage and fearlessness. In your case, it has also got the rulership of your 5th house, of your risk-taking abilities as well. So I would say that all of the thought process or the strategies opted by you during this time, there is definitely going to be a very strong chance that it is going to get executed well, and it is definitely going to manifest some very good positive results as well. So overall friends, at your work front, some positive development is bound to happen during this time, and all of that is definitely going to be supported by the divine luck or the divine grace as well, because of the dignity of Jupiter in your 9th house. The only one word of advice which I want to give to all the Cancer rising people is that try not to get into any conflict or any difference of opinion with your bosses, with the authority figures during this transit of Mars from your 10th house. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Leo rising people, so definitely friends, in your case as well, Mars becomes a Yog Karaka planet, and its transit in your 9th house and its conjunction with Rahu can be seen as a very good sign. So trust me friends, like if you are already working in the matters of the 9th house, like anything to do with the foreign travel, overseas settlement, import export nature of work, or you are connected with the fields of judiciary, law, teaching, so all those people can definitely get benefited. Friends, the beauty of the transit of Mars and its conjunction with the Rahu in the 9th house is that luck is definitely going to support you in all areas of the life. Now when we say the influence of Mars and Rahu, it is all about the thrust of the energy, and if that energy is taking place in your 9th house, so definitely friends, look forward to some sudden last moment travel plans, overseas journey, and over and above that, some right set of guidance or advices being received from people who actually have some good intention in store for you, and because of the support of other people all around you, some good positive development can definitely take place in your life. Now specifically friends, it's not only the 9th house related matters, but also because Mars is the chief significator of real estate, of property as well. So I would say because in your case, Mars has got the rulership of the 4th house as well. So even in the matters of property dealings and all of that, or any of the important pending family matter or domestic matter as well, that can also take a positive leap during this time when Mars is going to be transiting from your 9th house. I would say friends that the only one word of advice which I want to give to all the Leo rising people is that because your ascendant lord in itself is ruled by the planet Sun, which is the significator of father and the authority. So try not to get into any argument, or do not disregard or disrespect your father, people of religious, spiritual significance, or even the authority people. And trust me, luck is definitely going to support you in all of your endeavors because of the entry of Mars and this amplified energy which is getting generated in the matters of your 9th house. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Virgo rising people. So now friends, in your case, Mars is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So friends, to begin with, Mars is not a very auspicious planet for you guys. But let's say for example, if Mars is well placed in your natal chart, you're going through some very auspicious planetary time period, and over and above that, Mars's energy has not given you any struggle in your life. Like for example, the assessment of that is very simple. You have not struggled with your relationship with your siblings, or you have not struggled on any of the concerns of the property related issues or concerns and all of that. So trust me, good results can also be anticipated friends, because in your case, Mars has got the rulership of the 3rd house as well. So aggression, energy, drive is going to be all time high, and relying on your ongoing dasha period and all of that as well, any initiatives, any efforts done by you can actually manifest some positive, sudden, unpredictable results as well. Friends, you have to understand this thing that 8th house becomes very important for people connected with the fields of occult, people connected with the insurance field, anything to do with research, people undergoing their PhDs and all of that. So all those people can get benefited. The only one word of advice for all the Virgo rising people is that try not to get into any straight conflict with people around you during this time. Second thing is that specifically your concerns in the areas of the joint resources, any of the concerns of the partnership, your relationship with your in-laws needs to be monitored very carefully. And also friends, if in your lifestyle you're a kind of person who is very much into adventure and all of that, and you are very careless while doing that, like you drink and drive, or you're not very careful while dealing with any sort of sharp edged tools or weapons and all of that, or your lifestyle involves a lot of secretive, clandestine, unlawful activities, then you have to remain very careful. So only if you are falling prey to these things, then you have to follow precaution, you have to remain very cautious. But apart from that friends, people connected with the fields of innovation or research, scientific pursuit, all those people specifically can still get benefited, but your personality or your behavior needs to be very much monitored and has to be in complete control in discipline during this day of Mars in your 8th house. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Libra rising people. So now friends, in your case, Mars has got the rulership of your 2nd house and the 7th house, and it is going to be transiting over here only. So definitely friends, regarding the matters of the commercial success, I will be very honest with you, I'm looking at some positive big development and opportunity for all the Libra rising people. Specifically in your case, if you are working on a very major mega level, because friends, Rahu in itself is the significator of the very big plans, concrete big dreams, big goals. So I would say that if you are in that stage of your life, or you belong to that set of the society where you are a high-end realtor, you deal in high luxury homes and deal with all those luxury markets and clientele and all of that. So all those people can still get benefited who are actually chasing some very coveted big contracts, tenders, projects and all of that. The only thing is that friends, regarding the matters of your relationship, because in whichever house this transit takes place, the living signification always suffer. So there is going to be a lot of heat, lot of energy going in the matters of your relationship with your partner within your matrimonial life. So over there you have to remain very cautious. The second thing is that friends, definitely because Mars has got the rulership of the 2nd house as well, so I will not advise any concerns of the loans or giving money on credit to other people, only if you can remain watchful on that. So on the material commercial level, this transit of Mars and its conjunction with Rahu in your 7th house can actually churn up or trigger some very big sudden concrete opportunity for all the Libra rising people. But in the matters of your relationship, you have to remain very cautious, and a very auspicious time can be foreseen for all those people who are connected with the mass media, politics, entertainment business. So all those people can straight away get benefited. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Scorpio rising people. So now friends, in your case, your ascendant lord is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu right over there in your 6th house. So definitely friends, this transit is making you very empowered, very powerful, in a position of power. So for all those people who are working in the fields of the 6th house, connected with law, connected with service management, or anything to do with the health and the fitness industry and all of that, even all those people who are any sort of corporate employees or service professionals, all those people can also get benefited. Definitely friends, this heated energy going in the matters of the 6th house is going to make you very strong candidate in those scenarios where you have to appear in any sort of competitive exam, any sort of competitive situation. You can actually come out with the flying colors. So good time can be foreseen for all those scenarios. But friends, when we talk about regarding the matters of your interpersonal relationship management and all of that, so over there friends, you have to remain very cautious, specifically at your work front, suddenly getting into argument or suddenly being provoked by someone. So this is how energy is going to manifest. Also friends, like see, when we say influence of Rahu on the Mars, so many times what happens is that even when you know this thing that other person is at fault, other person has done something wrong, or he has manipulated something against you or something, over and above that, that does not allow you to be reckless, be lashing out on people. So only if you can work on those areas regarding your outburst and all of that. So if you can work on those areas, and let's say for example, if you're straight away connected with the fields of the 6th house, so all those people can definitely get benefited. And I would also say that friends, like for example, if you have been struggling in the matters of the lawsuit, if you are a victim of any sort of lawsuit, or you have recently acquired lot of debts and loans, impending loans and all of that. So I would say that the influence of Mars in the 6th house and its conjunction with the Rahu might give you some sort of insight or idea what could be the best way out in this kind of situation as well. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Sagittarius rising people. So now friends, in your case, as you can fairly see that Mars has got the rulership of your 12th house and the 5th house, and Mars's entry in the 5th house and its conjunction with the Rahu can be seen as a very good sign. Trust me friends, whether you are connected with the fields of art, entertainment, creativity, stock market, speculation, you are still a student, so all those people can get benefited. Friends, 5th house in a way tells about the way our mind function. So this combined influence of Mars and Rahu is definitely going to make you very logical, analytical, good problem solving, and all those people who are connected with the technical fields, so all those people can straight away get benefited. Friends, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable, rather I'm actually looking forward to some adventure trip, recreational aspect of the life, hanging out with your friends, going out for parties and exploration, adventure trips and all of that. So overall friends, the entry of Mars in your 5th house is churning up some very positive benefit side only. Risk taking ability is definitely going to be all time high. The only area of concerns is that specifically for all those people who have got a grown up teenage children and all of that, so you cannot respond rebelliousness or aggression with equal level of the energy of aggression. So kids might act little bit rebellious during this time, and also while dealing in the stock market or any of the concerns of the trading and all of that, so you have to take risk within your means. So only if you can work in these two areas. Overall, I'm looking at some very positive concrete development for all these Sagittarius rising people. The good part over here is that your mind is going to be very fearless, very driven towards the taking risk and looking at the far-sighted vision for your development, for your growth. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Capricorn rising people. So now friends, in your case, Mars has got the rulership of your 11th house and it is going to get conjunct with Rahu right over there in your 4th house. So friends, for all those people who are connected with the fields of construction, real estate, buying and selling of vehicle, or if you're dealing with the high-end luxury, high-end markets and clientele, because friends, whenever we talk about the Rahu in itself represents the big plans, the big vision of yours. So all those people who are high-end realtors or who work on very big substantial accounts and all of that, so all those people can definitely get benefited. Again friends, I will be very honest, on a material plane, specifically for the people dealing in the high-end clientele and market, all those people can definitely get benefited. Some lucrative deals, lucrative sign-ups and projects might get fallen upon your lap. The only thing is that regarding the inner mental emotional piece, it can actually make you vulnerable, it can actually make you restless. So give more attention towards the overall emotional mental health well-being. But when we talk about from the material perspective, trust me, all the Capricorn rising people should be looking forward to some concrete development, some big project coming on their own towards them. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Aquarius rising people. So now friends, in your case, as you can fairly see that Rahu has got the co-rulership of your rising sign of Aquarius, and over and above that, Mars is also considered as the significator or karaka of the 3rd house. So overall, this transit of Mars in your 3rd house is definitely going to benefit all the Aquarius rising people. Now whether you are working in the fields of sales, media, marketing, you are a freelance person, you are a self-employed person, but I would say that friends, specifically 3rd house represents all those kind of professions where people work with their hands. Now whether you are a painter, you are a sculptor, you are a writer, you are a designer, so all those people can definitely get benefited. Definitely friends, the power or the thrust of power is going to be all time high in the 3rd house, which is going to benefit all the Aquarius rising people. Also friends, whenever we talk about any new plans, new initiatives being considered for promotion, short journeys, travels, so definitely your drive, your energy is going to be so high that I would say that if you can manage it well, then it's fine. Otherwise, go to gym, go out for long walks or something, but try to burn up your energy or utilize your energies or give the right direction to your energies. Friends, when we talk about the living signification of the third house, so specifically in your case, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable because Mars in itself represents our brothers, our siblings, all sort of friendship and brotherhood and all of that. So I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable on any front. Trust me, if you are an Aquarius rising people, you are going through some favorable dasha, some good yogas in your chart, and life has put you in that stage of your life where you are actually working hard for some idea or some sort of concrete opportunity. You have been awaiting for that. So trust me, good results can be anticipated. Some sudden unpredictable development can actually take place in your life when Mars is going to be crossing over from your third house. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces rising people, so now friends, in your case, as you can freely see that Mars has got the rulership of your ninth house, and in the transit Mars is going to be entering right over there in your second house. So definitely friends, good times can be foreseen for all those people who are straight away connected with the Martian fields or the Rahu connected fields. You are working in the fields of IT, electronics, technology, you being a realtor. So all those people can straight away get benefited. Now, whether you have your own business, you are working in any sort of family business, you are a stand-up comedian, you are an actor, you are a musician. So definitely friends, lot of heated energy is going in the matters of the second house. And because Mars is an auspicious planet for you guys, because of the rulership of the ninth house. So I'm not seeing you guys very vulnerable. The only area of concern is that first of all, your speech might get very harsh during this time. Temptation for intoxicants and all of that, like if in your lifestyle you drink or you smoke a lot, so all those temptations or the frequency or the intensity might also go very high. Also friends, you have to just guard yourself or protect yourself that you should not be taking over the top risk. You have to protect yourself for any sudden unpredictable financial decision. You have to guard yourself for any sort of Ponzi schemes or any sort of scam which keeps on happening all over all the time around us. And lastly friends, like regarding some sort of religious pilgrimage or travel or any important auspicious events within your family, I'm seeing some very good energy getting generated right over there in the matters of your second house because of the entry of Mars over here. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of the probable results for the transit of Mars in its Mool Trikona sign of Aries on June 26th for all the rising signs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page.